To get the most out of the Rill Explorer, you want to be familiar with filtering, comparing, and excluding data. I'll show you a simple example. I have a spike here in my data that I'm interested in looking at. So I highlight the spike. I'm going to sort my leaderboards by the biggest changes. And I can see there's a couple of advertisers that seem to be in particular driving that spike. If I click on their rows in the leaderboard, that's going to filter the entire display. And I can see that really is highlighting the spike there. And I can look through the other dimensions within that data to see, for instance, the campaigns or the campaign line items that are changing there, the application that's being used, and so on. I can see, for instance, these two device types, set-top boxes and mobiles or tablets, are big factors. And I can not only filter on them, but I can click that compare icon there and turn the chart into, now instead of comparing time, I'm comparing those two dimension values to each other. So I can see the proportional contribution each of those is making to the value. So that ability to filter and compare quickly gives us some fast insights into what's going on. Now, I might want to just kind of check my thinking, for instance, that if that is the spike, if I take these out of the data, does that get rid of the spike? So I can select the advertiser name filter here, click the exclude button, and now that's going to take out those values from the data set. And I can see, yeah, the spikes disappeared, so they really were contributing to that spike. And for that same behavior that I was looking at, in this case, what's happening with the different device types, I can see there's a spike showing up later in the data. And you might remember there were two spikes in that chart. So I can, for instance, drag forward my time window and see those two device types and the games console as well. I could see from the leaderboard chart what's contributing to that second spike. And in that case, the advertisers have changed. And I'm seeing ESPN in the apps list. So in other words, I had two spikes for very similar reasons, but I've been quickly able to find out who the, in this case, advertisers were related to it. I was able to see that it was sports app related, but the second spike had more coming in from ESPN and games consoles. So this ability to filter, to compare, and also to exclude data from the screen of metrics and leaderboards is a super fast way to explore your data.